he knows more about the video game than I do, so it's mostly going to be vibes. This skin, for actually both of these skins, kind of fuck, I'm gonna be honest though. Just JSwish, just play everything. I have not seen JSwish play Gilted Gear. I have not seen JSwish play Gilted Gear. Definitely plays this, and I've seen him play a couple other side brackets, I believe. Potentially Street Fighter? DBFZ. DBFZ is what I was trying to think of, yeah. Okay.
Round 2.
But in terms of main bracket, the like main 3 brackets we stream, I think it's just VF that he plays. The windscreen only to roll back my opponent with 2 hits. Okay. And if I recall correctly, when we ran DBFZ at Saturday, JSwish did very well. So I think that the Beast, whatever the opposite of an allegation is, allocates may be accurate. Ring out territory? We are in ring out territory. By the way, shoutouts to this stage. This stage is goated. Look at it. Look at it go. It's awesome. I love this stage. It is beautiful. I am. If this stage has one fan, it is me. If this stage has 0 fans, I am no longer on this earth. Not being Beast accusations. It's not really. It's slash positive though, so it's not really an accusation. Currently on a sliver and a dream. As this absolutely dripped out judo bastard who's doing all of the judo things they don't actually let you do in judo because only an absolute asshole would do them. This is Go's lore. Dressed like what I have to assume is a hitman. You can accuse someone of something positive. I'm gonna need to see a citation on that. I'm gonna need to see a citation that something can be accusation slash positive. Suna making some good adaptations here. Mounting something of a comeback on this game, and we're going to round 5 for the first game. The throw where just breaks your bones. Okay. So Vanessa doesn't have that arm anymore. That arm's gone. That arm is just shattered with God as my witness. She is torn in half. This does lose the corner. I am not sure what Vanessa's corner carry is like, however. And Suna pulling off a reverse 3-0 of rounds, not of games, but of rounds, to take game number 1. Bones aren't real in VF. This is very true. Guy playing LOL here, saying accusing my champ of farming is like accusing Kraft of making mac and cheese. There are a lot of champions in League whose job it is to farm. It's an entire archetype. It's a jungler, right? The jungle is their job is to farm, and then jump scare the enemy, being like 10 levels higher than everybody else. And I think the GDP of a small nation to spend on pay-to-win collectibles, except it's paying gold and not real money. I remember it revolutionized my understanding of League of Legends when I learned that actually it's not really XP that snowballs, it's money. Like in real life in League of Legends, whoever has the most money just automatically wins by default. Very nearly getting off the raft there, and some block stun might honestly push Vanessa back. So in the arms of the angels. So Smash players have a concept known as homie stuff. Absolutely fucking devastating ring out. I feel like it was reasonable for JSwish not to expect that to ring out. I did, because she's supposed to be like on top of you punching you, and then she just kind of lost her footing. That's on Vanessa. That's not on JSwish. She slipped. I know the raft is wet, but goddamn.
Ready, go!
I've been on a fair few docks in my life. It's not that hard to stay on them. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard, Vanessa. You gotta get your shit together. You gotta get your shit together. Anyway. There has to be something comforting about fighting Go on this stage, right? Because his strings are all real short. If his strings are short, one imagines his corner carry is not great, right? Am I wrong about this? Am I the crazy one? Am I the? Is it me? Hello, hi. I'm the problem. It's me. It's first to 3. Yeah. It's first to 3. I think it's actually first to 3 the whole way. If it's not first to 3 the whole way, it's they're high enough that it's first to 3. Maybe it's first to 3 for top 8. One of the two. All the way. Okay. First to 3 the whole way. First to 3 the whole way. We're icing the kicker, folks. This is when you're down, your back's against the wall, you're not quite out. Let's go back to character select. You're gonna pick your main again, but you don't want them to keep their momentum, and you need time to think, what the fuck is happening to me? How do I make this shit? How do I make this shit stop?
Ready, go!
That's just how it be. That's just what you do. Second best stage. Second best stage. You know why? Because this stage belongs to Mr. McWild, known foe of the Devil Shark. Smart. Also, it's like a tropical island, and tropical islands are, they're cool. Yeah, like tropical islands, snow-capped mountains, deep forests, you know, just certain locations that you're like, yo, that's peak. That's peak nature right there. Canyons. People like canyons. I like canyons. Good old Anaconda Vice. I will, I don't know. Is that the stage? Is that the name of the stage? Because that's very funny. Go has some cool throw. Go has some fucked throw mix, right? Like 3, potentially 4-way throw mix and some very like niche utility throws as well. Like, he's a tricky grappler. If my knowledge of Virtua Fighter is correct. Less of a traditional Wolf Hawk Field style most damaging throws in the game grappler, but more of like I have, you know, utility throws for different situations kind of situation, which is definitely interesting. You know, it's definitely an interesting archetype. We are slowly pushing Go up against the wall. Goes back. All right, JSwish up 2 rounds.
Round 4. Ready,
1 round away from getting onto the board. The morale implications of being down 1 as opposed to 2 games are quite large. And frankly, the implications of doing it, dropping 1 round versus dropping 2 rounds, can also be quite significant. It gives your opponent less time to adapt to you. This is kind of putting the cart before the horse. The morale, like your mental state. Morale, not moral.
ready,
You ever heard of like morale? Yeah. No, you're good. Because like you know, here Suna has so much more time to adapt just from that 1 round win. Also could take this round and win the set. So you're getting up on like your final, you know, into the red health music, which is not great. You're giving your opponent more time to adapt, which is not great. Is not able to get that ground attack that would have sealed the round out. The good news for JSwish, slight lead. Suna does have to advance, which means that JSwish can punish him for doing so. And we're going to game 4. JSwish gets on the board.
It was ridiculous.
But again, it's, you know, it's not that much more adaptation just from 1 round, but you want your adaptation to start the reverse 3 off to be overwhelming and clean. You can pull off a reverse 3-0, winning, you know, game number 3 rounds to 2. But it's less likely, even, you know, given the same relative skill levels of players. Because you're less likely. It means that you're not putting your opponent into the position of like, what the fuck is going on? How do I make them stop doing this to me? You know, I'm just kind of getting hit and dying, and how do I make that stop? If it's 3-2. They know what they're doing. You're still playing the game against each other. And if you're playing the game against each other, it's more likely you're going to drop a game at some point. And you can't do that if you need to reverse 3-0. This is why it's a reverse 3-0 and not a 3-1. Suna on match point, by the way. Suna on match point. Only needs 1 more round to seal out the set. It is crunch time for JSwish, back up against the wall. Realizing Suna's playing passive, taking space. Excuse me? Anyway. It's just jump scare choke slam. Oh my god.
Knockout.
Is that dead? That is dead. And Suna's gonna take it 3-1 over JSwish. Suna will be fighting Mango Copter in